All right. Well, hello and welcome back as we are getting ready for the season 4 finals in the Pixel League. We have the number 2 Daytona Coastline Control up against the number 4 Madison Monarchs. Hoping for a good game as always, and I think this could be it. On your screen, of course, you can see the season recaps for both these teams, landing them at their seeds. Daytona ending at 7-2, Madison at 6-3. Meanwhile, Daytona have had a pretty clean run through the playoffs so far, 2 sweeps, while Madison have taken a couple more games. Looking at the last time these teams played, it was back in week number 7. Daytona much better on the standings at that time, 6-0 versus 4-2, but it was actually a reverse sweep victory for Madison, taking that one in all 5 games. So that one a very good series. We'll see if we can replicate something like that, or if we'll see something a little bit more like the Prism Finals. Moving over then to the quarters results, you can see all the high seeds got a win, some of them closer, some of them more one-sided, and the same can be said about the semifinals, where Madison got the only upset of the Pixel playoffs so far, and it did take them more games, while Daytona continued to roll. Looking at the bracket, it kind of has alternated by round, that in the play-ins, both low seeds got it, then in the quarterfinals, all 4 high seeds. Then in the semis, again, that one upset. We'll see what we get in this one. Looking at these two franchises, of course, you can see no playoff matchups, all regular season, usually in the mid-season, although it was early in Season 2. You can also see very Daytona favored 3-1 with the only 5-game series being the one this season. Also important to note, looking at their previous placements, neither of these teams had made it into the top 5, or of course, more importantly, the top 4 before this season, but now both of them sitting in the top 2. We'll see who can get a franchise first victory. Moving down to our stats then, Cozy and Honda are the key players, with the team averages being 5-1 clearly in favor of Daytona, with Demos being the exception. In terms of player stats, it is actually a tie for Daytona, 3-3, with Cozy leading the front half and Aiden the back half, but I did go with the season MVP. Then over for Madison, quite split as well, as Honda leads 3, but then it's shot percentage to Shade, saves, and demos to Panda. Both teams definitely sharing their success, but Daytona among 2 players, Madison among 3, if not their whole roster. Shade getting some good results, good shooting at the very least in there, but of course just not playing as many games. So we are now waiting on one of our teams to get in here, and then as soon as they do, we will have a game. Hoping for a very good one. I mean, before, or I guess outside of the 2 Daytona versus Inchin matchups, every single game where the top 4 have played each other has gone all the way to 5. Or 7 in the postseason, because of course you have Madison going to 7 against Boston. So I think this has all of the setup to be a banger, but we're going to need to see, because there's really a question for both sides, right? Because for Daytona, you see Cozy's everything, you see all of his stats, and then Aiden, you see his defense, and you can see the assists and the impact that those 2 players have had. And so the question mark is then going to be, how does their third step up? How does their third complete the roster? And is it enough for them to weather the storm? And then, of course, on the other side, for Madison, it's a question we've asked so many times. And that is, what sort of defense do we see? Because this team very likely could live and die by their defense. Because we have seen times, as it is a story that has grown tired, where they just aren't playing defense or their defense isn't going well. And they have lost games or games have gotten closer than they should have because of that fact. But it also remains that if you look at their semifinals, they won that in large part because their defense stepped up and shut down Boston. So this really is just a question of, we know their offense will very likely be good. It'll very likely be strong. But if their defense is giving too much up, then they might not get a chance to play offense, or they might be just playing catch up the whole time and unable to make up the difference. So that's kind of the main question mark for me. Does their whole roster show up? Like, of course, if you remember Prism, Hanoi had Halio and Latumos. Those two are very good. You can be confident they'll perform. So then it becomes a question of, does Lemon perform, or does it kind of turn into a hole in the roster? Well, in case you didn't watch, Lemon absolutely performed, earning Finals MVP. And so we'll see if we can get the same out of either Garboys or Romeo in the early going here, as we do now have both of our teams in. And so we should be just about ready to go. It's going to be Daytona in blue, Madison in orange. So let's kick off our Pixel Finals and see who can earn the crown here in the last game of Season 4. Early shot, though, and first blood goes to Aiden in the Coastline control. Garboys gets the 50 down. Honda just not enough on the touch. And it's a roller for Aiden to secure the first goal of the finals. So obviously an unfortunate start for Madison. We'll see if they're able to get it back, as that one pings off the bar. Also an interesting decision that we do see Garboy starting in this one. It was Romeo who played their entire semifinal, or he played at least their entire quarterfinal. I don't know about the semis. I don't believe I got to watch that one too closely, but obviously a duo and then a set of two, they can switch off, but interesting. We're looking for some play time here. And this one's bouncing away. Honda has a shot, but it pings off the bar. Two dive, it's 50 away. Panda over. Honda tries to turn, and he skies it again. Two in a row off the bar from Honda. Panda now trying to pop it up. Two go, and it goes out for a throw-in. Garboy's now trying to get over to it. He'll find it on a dribble, looking for a 50. There's now Brand trying to pick it up, but not able to get much there, so it'll be Honda for the clear instead. Now up the left wall, it'll get centered out again. There's Panda, but Aiden there with plenty of time. This one popped away yet again. Aiden trying to get it down the sideline. Panda getting out towards the side again. Now down the sideline, Cozy trying to pop it up high. Will get another one over Brand. Panda now left alone. He'll bounce it over to the right wall. Brand another one down. That'll get by one. Only Aiden left, but he gets a stop and gives up his life for it. Garboy's going the wrong way. This one could center. Cozy a good touch for now, but now Honda sets it up. Brand racing in. It could be another pass. It'll bounce down, but Aiden's uncontested. Panda looking to put it back in, but it's Garboys with a clear all the way downfield. Never really got to make a prediction. I could go either way in 7. Obviously with the gameplay, like at this point I have some bias in my prediction that I don't know which way I would have gone. Maybe Daytona, but also maybe Madison. I just would have predicted a close series, and we'll hope to get one. But for now, it's Daytona with the hot start, as it's 2-0 for the control. Cozy the double down. Brand can only hit it the wrong way. And it's another goal for Daytona. Team out east starting strong in this one. Madison have had a lot of offensive pressure in between these two goals, but haven't been able to find their way through and across the goal line just yet. A lot off target, and then a lot of just broken chances. as Honda wins another 50 up off the back wall. Does get a demo, trying to open up the defense a little bit. For another high pop, 2 jump. No one hits it. Make that 3. Honda tries to pass it up high again, but Garboys gets the read. The attack is just too slow for Madison. They can't get a shot on target, and they're very lucky that there wasn't a shot on that one. But here comes Cozy. Double high and off target. The accuracy infecting him as well. And the lead sticks at 2. Cozy though wanted again a cutback, looking for his brother. Garboys up high. No double. Aiden 50'd away again. Now bounce down the sideline. Aiden leaving it back. Cozy trying to bang it up. It'll bounce down. Cozy keeping it up high. Garboy's not going to find a shot. He'll just play it out to the corner again. Panda now a big 50 downfield. Cozy letting it roll into him. Panda, great pre-jump. It's off target for now. Is there a shot? No, Cozy's there to cut it off again. Now Honda up off the left wall, looking for another pass down. Panda's there, but he gets faked and can't make contact. Might have expected Aiden to hit it, but he does not, and it just goes rolling on by. Panda, though, jumping in. Another one skipped out to the left wall. Brand now catch that will set up Honda, but a lot less direct than they'd be hoping for. Garboys, though, flips under it. Honda looking for a 50, and it's forced up away. Honda diving in, and it's one downfield yet again. As now this one will roll out. Cozy diving in. It's out to the side. Panda waiting under it. Won't make contact. Garboys a shot. Brand saves it out off the sidewall. 30 seconds left to go. Madison still hunting their first goal. Honda playing it forward, trying for a tap down was Panda, but it won't lead to a shot because it's Aiden all the way down. Brand's able to make a save, but that is time burning away, and Madison can't afford to let it do so. But they don't have a choice. Daytona's defense is just too strong, and they will start the series with a Game 1 win, and they'll play from in front through the rest of the finals. A 2-0 win, as they'll manage to outshoot them 11-7. And they'll get 2. I got a tear up. Nice. And they will get 2 goals for it. And really just for Madison, feels like a question now. How do you break through? How do you get offense? Because we saw them get pressure. We saw them get chances, but they either couldn't find the net or couldn't find a chance at the net. And so now you just need to break through. We put the focus on their defense. They didn't have to play a lot of defense, but at the end, didn't matter. They played pretty well. Only one mistake probably for that first goal, but even then that should be enough that you can overcome it, but the offense just letting them down. And so for it being this team's strength, we need to see them beat this Daytona defense, find their way through. They may have reverse swept in the regular season, but certainly don't want to try to do the same in a best-of-7. This one's popped forward towards the net, and it just floats in. I don't know where the defense was, but Aiden floats it up over Honda. Brand jumping the wrong way, and Panda's way too trusting. No one gets a piece of it. And the defense again lets up an early goal. And now the pressure is that much greater on Madison, who are still scoreless in this series. Off the sidewall, Brand popping it up in the air. He'll use a lot of boost, but he will get another 50. That'll force Aiden up into the air. He'll drop down, but there's a demo on Cozy. Daytona now a little bit out of order, but that one skips down. Might it be in? No, it's off the post. Madison saved from disaster. It will end their offensive push, but at the very least, it's still only a 1-goal lead. Brand now trying to bounce this one down. Panda out off the back wall, trying to jump in, but Garboys gets it down past him. Now Honda up off the right wall. Aiden back around the outside. Bryn trying to recenter it. This One drop down, Cozy a quick shot, but it's light, and Panda, even without boost, was able to get it away before he got dunked back in. Aiden now around, Honda up off the corner again. Carboys looking for the center, Panda on it, up high in the air, looking to get back, will get another touch. But it's easily played by Aiden. And now around again, this one skipped up, floating, and in! Goal number 1 for Madison goes to Honda, and they have tied up this game. They put the pressure on, they get the demo, and they get the goal. Finally, much needed. And the Monarchs have a fight in them. Of course, do need at least one more if they want to take this game and tie up the series. Maybe 2, but that one's just about blocked away by Bran. Honda now fake challenging, thinking about going again. Panda will first, but now it's Honda. He'll play it down the sideline. Panda still on it, looking for a cut, pops it straight up. Cozy's awkward. Honda's scoring. 2-1. It's 2 straight for Madison. As Honda buries the shot and gives his team their first lead. Good passing there by Honda and Panda. As the Monarchs starting to hit a little bit of a groove. There's a big miss, but Cozy will get back in enough time. Does get demoed, but manages to shove it out to the side first. As now Panda tries to keep the pressure on. Aiden pops it up in the air. He'll follow it. Goes for a quick one down to the back wall. There's a miss. There's another miss, though, and Honda's able to get it away. Cozy on a dribble. Quick flick, but not powerful enough, and so Brandy's able to get a piece of it. Honda now forward to the back wall. Great catch down, and another defensive miss opens it up for Bran. 3-1. That's a crazy touch by Honda, and it beats out the defense. Bran just diving, able to get the shot on through. And so just past halfway through this game, Madison have exploded for 3 goals, and they now lead by 2. Carboys trying to bounce it down the sideline again, centered out, now popped back up in the air. Honda trying to get it downfield, now caught back. Bran is there, up in the air, looking for it down, won't get it. Now Panda back down the sideline again, looking for another one 50'd out. Now it's caught over to the sidewall. Bran already on it, looking for center. It'll drop back down, now dunked downfield yet again. Aiden in the air, but Panda's there to shut it down. No one's back. It's a flying Panda. It's 4-1. It's 4 straight for Madison as Panda just jumps right back to that one and secures the open net. There's a miss off kickoff, but Panda's able to play it, and that post will actually ping him right back to where he needs to be. As Honda tries to float it downfield. Over the right wall, Bran, another one sent across. Garboys back up in the air. Panda downfield looking for a play, but it's banged off the back wall. Down now off the left side again. No one able to get a piece of it until Garboy just slams it downfield. Good 50 here by Honda, but Cozy's on it till Honda takes it away again. Now it's still Honda off the back wall, but finally Cozy's able to cut it off. And looking for a center, it's right to Cozy, right to Aiden on target. Honda's back in time. Madison, once again, haven't needed to play a lot of defense, but they've looked good enough when they have needed to. And so they're still fostering this 3-goal advantage. They have still shut down Daytona for the last probably 3.5 minutes. And so it is 4 straight goals from them. And in the final 20 seconds here, they're not far separated from tying up the series as Bran looks for the 1v1. And he does enough. 5-1. Madison get one more for the road. And that will, if nothing else, make sure to secure the win for the Monarchs. As these final 12 seconds will run on down. And as soon as we read 000, it will be a game win back over to Madison, as the Monarchs do not give up easy and they fight back to tie the series. I imagine we might see Garboys drop out and Romeo join in, but we will see, as Madison this time outshoot them 9-8. So very close, but just a small difference turns into a much larger difference on the actual scoreboard. As we do now roll forward to game number 3. And obviously, Garboys does get his value in. He does earn them a game win. So definitely not as bad as it could have gone. But now Monarchs have forced in the main roster. Romeo will jump on in. And so as we load in game number 3, series tied at 1. Essentially a best of 5 from here on out. Both main rosters on the field. Who can win 3 more games first? This one is high in the air. Honda will get there now, down off the corner. Panda trying to dive. He'll get another dunk. Aiden waiting under it, rolls it out, but now it's popped back forward by Bran. Cozy a catch, looking for Romeo. Now it's Honda off the backboard again, floating away. Now away, Bran up to the backboard. This one bouncing right back down. Up, bouncing out. Honda's there, rolling, scoring. 1-0. Madison score first for the first time in this series, and it's now 6 straight goals for the Butterflies. Aiden gonna get it by Honda there, but Bran will spin around and play it again. Now off to the side while dropping down. Panda high pop up. Already one in the air is Bran, but Aiden's there for the read, and now Honda's left alone on the other side. He'll go for a catch. He will get the boost, but he's getting chased off it. It gives room to Cozy, but he's shut down by Honda. And then it's Panda all the way downfield. 2-0 Madison. The Monarchs are teeing off on Daytona in the last 2 games. Romeo trying to break the streak, earns a 58, and there, and it is one back. So it ends at 7 straight, and Daytona are back within 1 here. Still a lead for Madison, but cut back down. And now the momentum begins to switch. And let's see how it goes from here, as this one's played out to Bran, but he's dunked back away. There's another miss, but Honda just going to follow it back to his ceiling and then clear it back away. Cozy now forward. Panda one down into the corner looking for another one. It's bounced back away. Bran is there, but it's 50 out wide. Now Panda still staying behind it around the outside. Popped up in the air, centered out. Aiden will get it away again. Defense now holding strong for Daytona as they're aiming to get themselves a tie game. Offense has kind of been in their favor as of late. Even Madison's second goal was on a counter, but it's another for Daytona instead. 2-2 tie game. Cozy bounced it over Bran. And this one is all tied up. 3 minutes left to play now. Madison have slipped and given up their advantage. Now they're the ones who need to fight back to a position that it hasn't been in a while here, even without a Madison lead. But let's see if they can pull it back or if Daytona can go on a run of their own. As this one's centered out again. Cozy trying to jump up. Can't make contact. It was off target, but Aiden will get the clear in the end. Honda trying to pop it up, looking for a follow-up. He's able to get a touch around Cozy. Panda maybe rushing this one. It finds Bran, but Romeo's able to make the save. Panda floats it back forward. Cozy trying to take it away. Panda another 50 rolling out. Romeo clear into some space. Honda thinking about turning, will eventually go, but that one's centered for Cozy until Bran's able to get a more favorable 50 on it. Aiden following it once again. This one bounced in. Cozy down off the ceiling. Honda wrong way. It's off the bar. He's lucky this time, and Cozy can't finish it either. Now off the back wall, Cozy jumping up. It'll get floated away. Honda looking to drop it towards net. It's wide, and Aiden will get it popped right back up in the air. And now around, floating across. Won't be in a position for a shot, but Honda's still there. He'll pass the Panda, but Romeo gets it away. Brand now slowing it down, going up the side wall, forcing it out to the back wall, bouncing out to Honda. 50 out off the corner again. Low boost on Panda. He'll get one touch up. Now trying to circle around and wait on it. He'll jump. He'll get it off the back wall again. Brand now saved up high. Honda's in the air. He hits it off the bar. Panda racing in. Finds an opening. 3-2 Madison. Honda misses the shot, but he finds the bump. And Panda puts his team in front. Now 3-2. Madison shut down the 2-goal run, and they take the lead back. 65 seconds left to go here in game number 3. Daytona once again in need of a goal, but here's a chance for Cozy until 2 dive at him, and Brand dunks it away. Romeo up to Cozy off the corner, bouncing center, but no one is in sight. So it's cleared away by Brand. The Butterflies are surviving, and they're holding their lead, but that's another double commit. Panda now left alone, trying to go for the read aggressively, and he does get it. Definitely a risk there. Would have almost certainly been in if he missed, but he doesn't do so, and neither does Cozy. Romeo pops it out off the backboard, and Cozy slams this one dead center. No one even has time to jump. And this game is tied. Parity restored. 3-3 with 33 seconds left to go. And now time running low. Almost, or most likely in golden goal at this point. But who can find that next goal as Panda gets another dunk down here. Honda off the right wall. Cozy trying to jump in. He'll get it over one. Falling down to Honda. He'll catch. Could be a last chance for Madison. Honda's floater saved by Romeo. Brand trying to jump. Pop towards net again. Cozy gets it away. This one could fall, and Honda makes sure it does. Overtime in game number 3 to decide who can take the lead in this series. Brand trying to jump in. He'll bounce it forward towards the net, and then it'll just fall down into the corner. Aiden dunked back in by Panda, but Romeo's able to get in there and parry it away. Brand now up off the back wall, but too strong on that second touch. Will find Panda, but all the way at the other side wall. Panda, an early pre-jump, does get a piece of this one as Honda will dive in next. He'll get it centered, maybe looking for more, but no boost, and has to watch Aiden get there first. Panda, another one sent down, rolled back at Bran. Bran up in the air, just rolls it down on target, and Romeo, plenty of time, plenty of patience, able to get it all the way down to the other end of the field. Panda picking it up from there, gets a pinch down right back to the other corner. Now a demo, can't get the second though, so Cozy will get a clear. Pinched over to the other side now, Panda trying to get it forward, it's dropping in again, off the back wall, bouncing away. And now it's Bran who just has to watch it, and now miss! Cozy walks it in! The mistake is punished. Honda, I think, might have had a chance at this too, but not very much. He can't make the play, and Daytona steal game number 3. They get outshot 14-6, but they win it in overtime. The saves so far in their favor, and it's Cozy who secures a hat trick to earn them the game 3 win. And so, as we look towards game number 4, Madison now need to find a way to recover. That game should have been theirs. They were up 2-0. They took the lead at 3-2. But the mistakes give Daytona a window, and they fight back with a vengeance. And so now they are the ones with the lead in the set. And it's Madison who need to steady themselves and recover their way back into this one. It's out to the right side again. Panda looking for another recenter. Bounce back away down the sideline. And now right back up in the air looking for another 50 back. Honda trying to play it forward. Brand a back pass, but Panda is so far away. Just a bit too much of a disconnect there. Kind of ends the offense. Panda now over the Honda. Cozy gets a piece, but Honda's still behind it. A turtle 50 almost results in a goal, but Aiden's able to pop it across harmlessly. Panda now down into the corner. Romeo gets demoed. Cozy's alone. Off the post. Brand puts it back. Brand cleans up the opportunity, and Madison will strike first in game 4. Under a minute in, and it is a 1-0 Monarch lead. Of course, as we've learned, a Monarch lead not necessarily safe after that last game. But we'll see if they can expand and maintain it as Panda has a chance to turn. Fakes him out, but it's off target, and so it'll just mercifully bounce out wide. Now down the sideline again. Out towards Honda. He'll get a dunk across. Panda trying to pop it up. Honda looking for disruption. Won't find much. Brand not a lot of power on that one either. Romeo just taps it over to the corner. Where it's picked up by Aiden. He'll get it downfield again. Now out to the side. Played around. Aiden looking for it. Buys enough space. And Romeo sends it home. 1-1. Panda faked out by Aiden. Backflips off it. And watches it fall into the net. Panda now forced to circle back around. Won't get a piece of it. It's sitting on the line. And Brand comes up huge. Almost another key error. But they just barely get saved. Honda now another 50 back out to the side. Panda's up early, but the pinch is not quite going right. Brand trying to pick it up next. He'll just get a pop straight up in the air. Honda will get down from there. There's Brand. Makes a big play for his team again. Honda finds him, and he redirects it all the way down the middle. And that'll make it 2-1. Following it up the left wall, trying to play it back down. Honda following it right back again. Down off the ceiling now. Romeo around the outside. This one pinched back. Honda will turn in first. One touch up in the air, following it down into the corner, looking for a cut, looking for another 50, but he won't find anything. Cozy will win that 50 as well. It will fall to Aiden. Honda trying to get in the way, does kind of force a pinch. And that one's strong enough that it kind of works out for Madison because it goes right by the net. This one, though, a chance to fall. Cozy maybe looking for a pancake, but it's pushed out to the side. Now Aiden up high in the air again. Brand is flailing. No one hits it. And it's Romeo again. 2-2. The defense just is not stepping up for Madison in this game. They get caught out again, and it's tied again. Honda trying to send it back down. Now around the outside. This one ends up with the control of Daytona as Cozy will find a center. Honda will poke it back away. Romeo, that skips out towards center. Honda to Panda, roller saved away. Bran waiting next. He'll dive in, but he's blocked at contact. Panda now out off the corner. Cozy trying to jump. It'll get cleared away. Cozy a slammer. Bran just barely gets a piece of it, but now it's Aiden next, and it's Panda to make that play. Now centered back out by Romeo. Bran sends it downfield. Panda fakes him out, but Aiden is there to back them up. Honda looking for a clear as Daytona are really trying to set themselves up in this game. They're really taking over the pressure. And with the mistakes that we've seen out of Madison, it almost feels like a ticking time bomb here. They need to get the next goal on the board. They can't afford to give the next one up, because even 3 down is possible. It's still a long road that you'd rather not have to take. Bran now out off the corner will find Panda. He'll force it down to the back wall. It'll roll up from there, and Aiden will get it by 1. Bran up next, won't get anything. Honda is looking for another 15, as now Bran just bounces it down into the corner where it'll sit for Cozy. Cozy, pop around Panda. Bran, Honda choosing to play a little bit patient. Will circle around and now play it from his own corner, but he'll get bumped off at midfield. Panda looking for another one forward. It falls to Aiden, but now Bran intercepts him and forces it back into the corner. Final 10 seconds here. Romeo will win it away off the sidewall. He'll pop it up. Awkward for Bran. He'll get one touch. Might need more. 50's his teammate, but Honda's there to back him up. This will find the floor, and it is overtime for the second game in a row. Almost a must-win for Madison. Can't really afford to go down 3-1. But can they pull it off, as here's a big 50. Another miss. Another goal for Aiden. 3-2. Match point Daytona. Panda left alone. Forced into a tough read, and he can't get it done. And Daytona are 1 away. This time they tie in shots 8-8, but the overtime winner goes to the blue side. And they can almost feel it. The Prism Finals ended in 5 games. We now head to the Aquadome with the chance to do the exact same thing. Can Madison put up a fight? Can they get it back? Or will Daytona shut them down again? We said the question for Madison was their defense. So far, they have not shown the level that they need to. Will they pull it back? Can they step up, hit their shots, and make their defensive plays? Through so long in games 2 and 3, it looked like they were locked in. They were showing the form they needed, but they've just lost it again. And they lost games 3 and 4 from what should have been winning positions. And so now, backs against the wall, pressure at the maximum. First goal feels important, but it's also everything that follows that takes just about as much priority, if not more. Panda waiting under it, another 150 over to the sidewall. Aiden back out, Panda will get it cleared away. Cozy trying to wait back on it, now bumped and forced to be more patient. Missed there by Panda without boost, and Bran will lose the 50 as well. Honda's alone, but that one is a little bit of a gift, as it's centered right at him, and he'll get a pretty easy clear. Now bounced away again. Panda trying to center it out. Brand will dive in. He'll go pretty even, but it is won by Daytona. Now around the sidewall again. This one rolled up, and now 50'd back out. Brand is there! He'll strike first for Madison. For the third game in a row, they will get first blood. But as we know, that is not enough to secure it. They need to keep on going. There's Panda now around the outside. Cozy trying to drop it down. Another one 50 away. Now dunked back down again. And looking for a 50. This one centered out. Now Aiden back up the back wall. Panda trying to roll it around the outside. Now bounce down again. Cozy. Now Honda. And it'll be played away. So Madison holding their lead for the moment as we settle back into back and forth play. But as we've seen from the last few games, the more back and forth it is, kind of the worse for Madison, because the more defensive plays that Daytona can force out of them. And it feels like at this point, eventually they will just make that mistake. They will give that opening. And Daytona aren't going to be likely to miss it. There's a mistake, though, by Cozy, but no one's there. No one in a position to take a shot, and so it'll eventually just get cleared out. And Daytona still only down by one. Now down the sideline, Romeo looking for a shot, 50 down, Brand's alone, low boost, he'll get one touch. Aiden racing in, Brand gets another big bump. Romeo now up, Cozy bumped off it, they'll cede space to Honda. And Madison will get a clear for now. All kind of pushing though, and not a lot of boost between them. And they're able to get a 50 on this one, so they will stifle any push for Daytona, and now they look to push in themselves. Honda bouncing it, but it goes a little bit high. And the lead once again only stays at one. Aiden down the sideline, Panda out to the right wall, centering back across. Honda the clear downfield. Cozy looking for a catch, and now cutting it back across. Panda up the sidewall, now back down off the ceiling. Bran floating it off the bar. So much dysfunction, but no one can shoot. Panda was blinded by the smoke and can't dive in for a look. Off the bar again, but Aiden gets there and blocks out Bran. 80 seconds left to go, still 1-0. Panda now forced to get a touch, and he's able to do so. Cozy looking for the catch. Brand now following it up. Looking for another 50 around the outside. Romeo dropping it down. Aiden looking for another play in. Now it'll bounce back away. And off the sidewall, that's over one. Panda past another. Now centered back down. Aiden another one banged forward. He'll look for a read. He'll look for a pass back. Romeo's there, even against Honda. Cozy now up high. Panda, that's a rough touch, but Bran will bail him out. Bran now trying to wait behind it. Panda looking for a pass. He'll take over. Off the bar. Double down. 2-0 Madison. Panda stays composed. Sinks the double. And doubles his team's lead. 40 seconds left to go. Still time for Daytona, but at the very least, it's a little bit of security, but not for long. Daytona fight back again. Panda misses it in the corner. Aiden makes things awkward, bumps out Honda, and it falls straight through. 30 seconds left to go, and this one will still be playable. Down into the corner, Romeo thinking about going. We'll have a chance to after that touch. Aiden's there. Now out to the corner after the double commit. Madison trying to hold on. 10 seconds left to go. Romeo waiting back in his net, and it's handed to him. Now a clear back down the other way. They win it forward. Romeo will pinch it the other way. Clock reads 0. It finds the floor. Madison are still alive. They make their way back in. They outshoot them by 1, 8-7, and they outscore them by the same amount. We will not end in 5 games, as we will head to game number 6 on Neo Tokyo. Still a ways for Madison to go, but at the very least, they will fight. As we load in game number 6. Still a must-win for the Monarchs, but will they manage to, or will Daytona reassert control? And looking for the catch. He'll get a flick forward. Now it's played back out to the side again. Now Aiden looking for another center. It'll get bounced forward and then cleared back away. Aiden looking for a catch, but it's back out off the corner. And now waiting under it, looking for another 50. And now cleared away. Romeo up in the air, played out off the side wall. Aiden is there. Daytona really setting up with pressure here through the first 30 seconds. Still continuing their push. We'll see if they're able to get anything towards the net. And there's another one cleared away by the Monarchs. Aiden now just diving by that one. Honda straight up in the air. Now out towards Romeo, but his touch played back in by Bran. Aiden out off the sidewall, dunked in by Panda. Madison hunting, but not finding just yet, as it's another one saved away by Romeo. Honda back up in the air though, 50 down off the post. Panda's there! Panda scores! 1-0. Aiden is getting bullied by Bran. Romeo can't jump in time. And the Monarchs get the first goal. And so their momentum continues. That'll be a 4th straight game with first blood, but still only a 33% win rate in those games, so they need to stay consistent. They need to stay aggressive here. As Honda tries to pop it up, looking for a teammate, but he'll only find Romeo. Romeo looking for a center here. Panda plays it under him, has the boost for a play. He'll get around one, popped out by Aiden, who will get an even 50 with Honda. Cozy another one towards the net. The bump won't connect, and Brand just barely reaches that one for the save. Now out to the side by Honda again, trying to follow this one up. He'll get down the sideline. Honda another dive, 50'd back out to the left side. Now up in the air again. This one cleared away. Panda's up, and he will get a piece of it. Now Panda trying to get it downfield. Bran up off the backboard. Honda's there! 2-0 Madison. They double their lead. Still more than half the game left to go. But they will find a little bit of a safety net again. Still much more needed though. Aiden getting bullied, will still win a 50 out, and Panda just going to track it back. Now tries to jump a little bit awkward and won't get the mid boost either. Cozy down to the back wall. Baran, an awkward jump, but he gets a piece of it, and that'll slow things down for Daytona as Romeo will miss as well. Aiden now forced all the way back. Can't play the ball. Panda plays the net, but Cozy dives in and makes the save. So the lead stays at 2 on what was almost a really awkward play for the control. But here's one for Madison until Romeo's shot is saved by Honda. Madison keeping Daytona trapped back, keeping them awkward, and making the defensive plays they need. This is exactly how they want to be playing, but it's still enough in the midfield that it could change in a dime. Or on a dime, perhaps, as Panda tries to play this one down. Romeo, plenty of time, bangs it out to the side wall. And now waiting on the backboard, won't find it. Honda beat as well, but Panda bails his teammates out. The third man gets there, And the Monarchs maintain their clean sheet. Aiden now from the backboard, rolled around again. Trying to center this one out, looking for another play. There's a demo. Cozy waiting on the ground. This one down. Popped back up again. Romeo can't force it towards the net. Just bounces it out off the corner. Now forced back the other way. Brand sends it down. Romeo following it up. Final minute here in Game 6. Daytona still down by 2. They have the time to come back, but they need to get the first soon. Romeo looking for a play here. It's cut away by Panda. Brand now up in the air. He'll get a follow-up, and Panda will try to take back over, and he'll do just that. Forcing it down to Aiden, who catches out to the corner, but a bit heavy on the touch, and Honda takes it away. Now forced down. Caught out again. Now off the sidewall, Aiden off the post. Honda there, cleared away by Aiden. 20 seconds to go. Cozy waiting mid, makes it a 1-goal game. 2 players on the back wall. Neither one can get it done. Honda trying to bump Cozy, can't do enough. 17 seconds left to go. Daytona are still in this one. Romeo, though, demoed off it. Honda trying to pop it forward. Final 10. This one sails high. Panda diving in, wins another 50. Final few seconds. Wrong side of the field. It will find the floor, and we will go all the way. Madison down 3-1. Never say die. They outshoot them 11-4. And they outscore them 2-1, giving up one more goal at the end. But once again, not enough to allow the full comeback. And so, as we load on to Champions Field for one final game. Daytona have won Daytona won 2 in a row to build themselves a triple match point, but it's now Madison who have responded with 2 of their own. Where else would this finals end? But who will come out on top? In game number 7, and it's goal 1 to Cozy. Honda can't come up with the save. He flips all the way around it. And Cozy earns first blood for the first time since game 2. Now rolling towards net again. It's Brand to catch it out to the side, and he'll get it away from the net for the moment. Brand following it up, that one just off target. Honda off the post again, bouncing away. There's Panda. The lead won't hold for long. 1-1. Parity in game 7. And neither manager is ready to go down just yet. Honda the catch over to the right side, looking for another one, but it's sent right back up in the air. Cozy now a pass, but he bumps Aiden if he was going to get there. Now a demo. It's open. Brand takes his tax. Panda will settle for an assist, and it's 2-1 Madison. The Monarchs take the lead. 45 seconds in. 3 goals in 45 seconds. It's a shootout on Champions Field. But where will it end? On which side will the merry-go-round stop? Cozy not able to get anything else on that, but it's a side flip by Aiden. Romeo gets the 50 in. Now this one's banged across, but it's Brand for the long clear. Low boost on Panda, maybe looking for a fake, but it turns into a double commit as now Honda will play it on the other side. Aiden out off the corner. Honda trying to play it back in. Now Romeo dunked, and it just stays still on the 50. Brand trying to pop it out. A little bit of a bump there by Panda, but Honda still only able to get a 50 out of it. Aiden not able to reach that one. Panda looking for a pass. Doesn't hit the ball at all. Now he will get it back to Brand. Brand gets it through them all. Honda keeps it on the line. Brand makes it 3-1. The double commit, the dunk to beat the third, and Brand earns the 2-goal lead. Madison are looking for 3 straight games, and they have found 3 straight goals. Still infinite time left to go, but it's looking good for the orange side. Romeo not able to connect on that one. Honda will, but no boost on Panda. Could have been a great passing play, but they just don't have the means to connect. Aiden another save on the shot. Panda the center. Honda's there. Cozy able to dive in, but it's another double commit. The defense looks panicky. It looks like it's struggling, but it's surviving for now. Panda back off the side. Aiden will roll it by him, but Honda will pop it up past him. There's almost a miss, but Romeo's able to just barely clip it away. Panda now trying to wait on the boost. Knows he can't, and he'll win the 50 anyway. Aiden, though, a strong touchdown that'll force Honda up, and he'll be forced to secure it. Panda now looking for a dunk. He'll earn an even 50. Romeo around the outside. Honda trying to force it back away. Aiden trying to recenter it. Brand from the back wall gets a touch out. Missed by Panda. Bouncing ball played to the side. 2 minutes left to go. Still a 2-goal lead. Honda now forcing it downfield. It'll roll up again. Cozy trying to force it down into the butterfly corner, but now it's played away again. Brand. Another one out. Romeo, another one right back towards the center. Daytona now are swarming, but they have been pushed away. Madison will not bend, and they will not break. 4-1. It is 4 straight goals as Honda opens it up with a demo, and Panda gets another goal. 94 seconds left to go. Madison are up by 3 in the winner-take-all game. Honda on it. Saved to the side by Aiden. Brand waiting. Now will dive. The demo will help, but he'll still get 50'd out to the side. Panda trying to force it in. Romeo will find a clear. Daytona need to get going soon. They need to get a goal on the board soon. Brand with another demo. Honda thinking about one of his own, but doesn't have the boost to find it. Panda, though, forcing him back again, wasting more of that clock as Honda jumps in again to the back wall. Double. Does turn into a double commit as Cozy tries to get it away, but Brand sits still, pops it up, and knows there's not a lot of threat. Another one saved to the side as the time continues to get lower. In the regular season, Daytona went up 2-0, but hold on. Before all that, Cozy will get one back. 30 seconds, a 2-goal lead. It should be pretty safe, but never say never. But in the regular season, it was Daytona that won the first 2 games, and it was Madison who won 3 in a row to reverse sweep themselves to a win. Their only win versus another top 4 team in the playoffs. It comes down to another best of 5 after they split the first 2. Daytona win 2 in a row, and Madison take 3 back. The big, beautiful butterflies surge back again, and they are season 4 Pixel champions in all 7 games. Panda hand-picked this team for chemistry, and he shows the league chemistry. They weren't the most dominant team, but they're the one who ends up on top. We can get a poll going for Finals MVP, but it's gonna be a member of Madison. Just give me 1 second to get that made. And we will see where you guys vote. Honestly, it's a hard pick. I gotta be honest. I mean, as I'll let them know, because Panda said in game chat that they're good, so I'm just gonna let them know that we're doing the MVP poll first, just like we did Prism, and then once this closes, we will jump into it. As what a season for Daytona, but as we said, out of Pixel, any of the top 4 can get their win, and they did just that. The number 4 team, they go down 3-1 in the semifinals. They win 3 straight. They go down 3-1 in the grand finals. They win 3 straight. No lead is a guarantee against this team, and they showed that in these playoffs. None of their series went less than 6, but none of them were losses either. And so, what a win for Madison. And it's gotta feel great. As we can, of course, just check back in at the bracket, see where everything has resolved, because this was the last game of the Pixel season, and it is one team left standing, as I think a lot of people counted Madison out, especially if you look back even to week 9. They dropped that series to Buffalo, and it starts to feel like, okay, I mean, this team is real. They can compete, but they've only beat Daytona. They've looked tough in a lot of games. And now that's another loss against a team they shouldn't be losing to. Do they truly have it in them? But they show that they absolutely do in this postseason. They fight through adversity. They take down 2 more top 4 teams, including the same one they did before. And they earn their way to the title. Now, the voting so far is very close between Panda and Bran, and honestly, I can't disagree with either of those picks. That is an incredible series from every member of the team. You can't discount Honda's efforts either. I think just the other 2 stepped up. And if anything, likewise to Lemon, it might go to Bran just because despite being the 3rd on the team, he was lights out. Made a couple mistakes, but very much made up for them. And it may have just earned this team the win. As just a reminder from Panda, absolutely, anyone who is in the chat and has not yet voted in the MVP poll, it's open for probably another 2 minutes or so, so make sure to get your vote in there, and we'll see who is the finals MVP. Now, of course, I'm sure we'll talk to them in the interview, but you got to give credit to Shade as well. First season without Bacon on his team, and able to just have a great impact again. Didn't play in that many games, especially over the required number, but looked good in the games he did. I mean, 47% win rate. Or no, what? 47% shot percentage. I don't know what his win rate is. I can calculate that though, because we do have time. As that is going to be 60%. So yeah, 60% win rate in his games. He went 6 for 10, but shot percentage was 47, and of course, the Vibes guy, even as the sub, they're through most of their run, helping them to bounce back, maybe push them, maybe resolve some differences, because of course, I'm sure it's all joking, but I feel like every interview, Honda and Bran or is it Panda and Bran? Bran and someone say that they're having an issue every time. But I mean, the team won't be having very many issues at this point because they are the ones who find themselves the chip. Now, we do just have a very short amount of time left on this poll. And for now, it's looking like, barring a couple late votes, it is going to be going to Bran. So, big result for him. Again, similar story to Lemon, coming in as probably the most overlooked. Also, no. Only we got reverse up cozy. They did the exact same thing you did. So, um, as it is going to be Bran getting the finals MVP. But what a season for this team. As once again, the all three members show up. And I think that's something that has been said about this team. Even like looking at awards or anything, all three of them are just so even in almost every respect. And it shows on the field here. As with that poll resolved, we are now going to head into an interview. And so we will be back in just one moment. And we are back with the season 4 champion Monarchs. How's it feel, boys?
We are the
Are the
champions.
champions. We
We are the
are the
champions.
champions.
No
No
time for
time for
I
losers.
love
'Cause
how out of
we
sync you are.
are
I'm
the
Pissing in the bed tonight.
champions.
It's beautiful though. It's beautiful.
Yeah, I
Um,
think that's might
that
be
was
too
a fun
similar.
series.
We
For
might be
some reason, we
copyrighted for
like to
that.
go down. We like to go down 3-1,
Yeah,
just for fun, I guess.
back
Like,
against the
I mean,
wall.
what
Backs against the wall.
what changed there? Because
The
it felt like you guys were doing so well through game 2 and the first half of game 3, and then just suddenly they completely took over, and then you took it back. So what was the
uh,
difference in those games?
we warmed up.
Rocket League is
Fair.
Rocket League is a hell of a
I mean,
game.
I'm gonna be so for real with you. Like me and Bran, up until like 20 minutes before the game, we were on uh backrooms escape together. Uh, and, and Honda was by himself in DC for like 15 minutes.
He's just
And then we
waiting.
played one ranked game. And then we were
Nice.
in the middle of a second. Honda leaves, says, "Screw this, I'm gonna go take a shit." So just leaves in the middle of the game. Oh my god.
I'll tell you
No,
what
and then
changed.
what
I
changed?
had total confidence in these boys at the beginning of this, and then when they went down 3-1, I was like, ah, it's over. These guys suck. And that just it lights a fuse. It happened last week, same way. I was like, ah, they suck. We lost. Damn.
Yeah, Shade,
And they
how's it
don't.
feel? How's it feel to earn this championship?
I mean, it's with the season being over finally, it's a nice weight off my shoulders to stop carrying these kids. You know,
All right.
my
Right.
old back can't handle it.
We wouldn't have made it if it wasn't for Shade.
True.
Wouldn't have made it if it wasn't for Shade.
That's true.
I mean, Shade had a
Uh,
positive game win rate, you know? So,
True. He's just
and
like
a
that.
hell of a shot percentage.
true. This is true.
Loki carried the team's shooting percentage. So no. Honda, you should tell Doggo what locked you in while you were training.
So I was scrolling Twitter and randomly came across a tweet that said, "At Hunter Biden, is Squirt piss?" And I knew from then on we were winning.
Nah. No, we're not we're not following up on that, by the way. But all right.
Do you think Squirt is
Oh,
piss?
I mean, Panda, you've been in this league and just in leagues for so long. How's it feel to get a championship here with a team you built?
pretty good. I think I've been saying it since before the off season started. Like, hey, give me my own team. We're winning this. And then as soon as I got manager, I think like everybody and their mother knew what team I was drafting. Thank fuck Smurfy salary allowed me to build the team that I wanted. Um, but like, just look. I just once I got my own team, I was really confident um about winning it. I wasn't super high on a ton of teams, no disrespect to them, but it was pretty clearly the top four. And knowing that I was finally competing in this league after being around for so long and not really getting past like the quarterfinals maybe at most. maybe the semis. I think semis once even, but still, just never really having a ton of postseason success. Um, just like kind of on that lemon arc, breaking through that and then also
Mhm.
winning on top of it. So it's pretty nice. It's pretty cool to be a part of that around here. So it's nice.
Now, speaking of on the lemon arc, coming in as the expected third man on the team, but stepping up and earning the MVP. How does it feel to be the finals MVP, Bran?
Um, I don't know because I don't think I was actually the MVP. I feel like the games we lost, like a lot of those, like the overtime goals we lost, or like the late goals, that's like me being absolutely out of position on defense. But
I mean, you earned it back
yeah,
though.
shout out to the 7 people that voted for me.
Oh,
and
shit.
no one else,
No,
just them.
no, just them.
Okay, fair enough.
Coulda
I
If
mean,
the
done
hell
better
with
than
the
that.
six people that
you know
voted
who
for
you
me and the
are. You
3
know who
people
you
for Honda.
are.
What happened to the
Honda,
brand fan club? Yes.
how does it feel to get the least votes in the poll?
It's fine. A little fun fact. Right before playoffs, I switched to directional and just started learning that over playoffs. So,
Fair.
it comes with the territory.
Yeah. Panda, how does
That
it
was really
feel
funny.
to be close and Brand's pick?
What?
Huh?
Maybe. How does it
What?
feel
No,
to
I
be
voted.
almost
I
MVP?
voted. I voted for myself.
Oh, okay. Who said I don't know how I won, and then he voted for himself. Sick.
Yeah, Bray voted for himself. Honda voted for himself. I voted for Honda.
This is
No,
true.
Honda voted for
I
me.
voted for Bran.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Honda. Excuse me.
Okay,
Honda
how does
voted
it
for
feel to be
Bran.
Merz's pick for MVP
Ooh,
and
that's
second
why you
place?
lost.
You. I think we all three of us played good. I legitimately think you could have picked any of the three of us to be MVP.
The th- the
So
thing that you have to understand is a big part of Rocket League is the locker room vibes. So I'm
yeah,
probably the
we do
best
love
locker.
losing
I'm
around
probably the
here.
best locker room guy you could have on a team
This is true.
because
I'm the one who's whipping people with towels.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm singing songs. I'm cracking jokes,
He's cracking
and
on
I'm
BC.
I just love these guys so much.
Shut up.
Mid
He's like, it's
sentence,
a
bro
joke.
broke down.
No, but yeah, shout out the other team, genuinely.
And I really
They played
needed this for my
really
rent.
well. I needed it. I got my pizza, buddy. Let's go.
Bad news, buddy. Shade's
Oh
getting the
god.
entire prize pool.
Yeah, true. He earned it. Yeah, like I said, just shout out the other team.
Yeah,
I
that
mean,
was a good series.
that was a great series. Just unfortunate that they ran into the warmed up Monarchs that like peaked in the postseason.
I like the
Um,
Boston one more.
I also like the Boston one more, but I yeah, I felt closer once we started winning versus Boston. Um, but I mean, also like the difference between postseason and regular season, I think, is like we took postseason seriously as opposed to regular season. I think regular season, the amount of times we just like sent series to 5 just like for fun, or
All
you
right.
know, flying V formation for fun type shit.
The
So
flying V.
yeah, that's probably the biggest difference. We just locked in playoffs.
Fair enough.
Shade
Fair
has to
enough.
get a Monarchs tattoo.
This is true.
Well, butterfly tattoo.
But yeah, Shade said that if we came back from being down 3-1 to win the series, he would get a butterfly tattoo.
I did, and I
But
will.
that's not even a joke. Like he is actually going to do that
I
now.
mean, you can do a lot with a
Yeah.
butterfly, though. Like, that can be a good tattoo.
Yeah, like the wings take up your entire back,
Across
Ooh.
your
like
entire face.
like angel wings.
Wings
Nah,
on
I
either
think
side
You
of
give
your
it Brand's
face.
face.
I think I'm gonna let someone else decide. What I get.
the
I
other
think that's a
guy
good
is gonna
idea.
be it's gonna
The
be like a
MVP
really
should pick.
swirly.
The MVP should pick.
He should pick. No, it's gonna be a really swirly butterfly across the bottom of his back.
No, I mean, you can get a
Yeah.
pretty good design, big or small. Like,
Alright.
that can work out well for you, but good memento, good memento.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And if you get pulled back to Bacon, then you'll have a memory of the time you were free from him.
Oh, yeah. Shout out Rebecca, still dying in
Shout
the
out
basement.
Oh
Rebecca.
no.
Yeah. Oh yeah, petition to like use this like money that we're gonna get that we won to get Rebecca out of the basement. It's her ransom money. Get her out. Bacon, let her out. We know
Yeah,
what
she's
you
too
did.
young
Why
to
is
suffer like that.
Bacon wants to
Bacon's
put
catching
butterfly on my
strays
butt
for no
cheek.
reason.
And her good luck charm is Rebecca in the basement.
Why'd they lose then?
I don't know.
It's not that good luck charm.
Yeah, it's our good luck charm,
Oh,
not
okay.
theirs.
Okay,
yeah,
fair,
yeah.
fair, fair. Well,
Yeah.
Wait,
I-
so how do we get Wikipedia pages?
It's true. We have
uh,
earnings now in Rocket League. It looks
well,
semi-professional now.
well.
Yeah, congrats on
Doesn't
being
put on-
professional, guys. It's not my first
Yeah.
championship, but you know, good
This
job,
is
Bob.
true. This is true.
It's your first 8-bit one, isn't it? Or no, it's your second one.
No, second.
Yeah, Mr.
I'm a
Mr.
fucking
Two-time
two-time.
Shade, how does it feel to be the
Pixel.
second two-time in Pixel? The second
I knew
ever
it would-
two-time?
I knew it would happen. Just a matter of time. Finding the right crew around me.
You had to build the right squad, you know.
Yeah.
Can't
Panda
carry
allowed
any.
that to happen.
Can't carry just anyone.
No, it's great. These guys have been
It is
great all
great.
season.
You've been great all season. This
Whoa.
is probably one of the funnest teams that I've been a part of, for sure. And
Also, fuck
Shade,
Lemon.
yeah.
8
Why
months
fuck
ago, he
Lemon?
said Cozy owns me.
Mm.
Now, who owns who?
Oh shit!
Boo.
Yeah,
Bro
he
has
was
that
rooting
memory
for us
on log.
hard. All right.
He can take
He-
it.
He remembers that, and he is petty about it.
Nah, fuck everybody that didn't vote for us to win.
yeah, guys.
Louis.
All y'all my ops.
Yeah, guys.
All y'all my ops.
Yeah, Louis.
Yeah, Louis. Yeah, pig cop. More like fart cop.
Yeah, pig
Stupid
cop.
idiot.
Shit cops right there,
Wow, there was
buddy.
Shit
a
cops
lot
right
of money
there.
on them, huh?
There was a ton, and a lot of it
There
was
was.
Louis, and probably also pig cop.
Pitcop was the most. He bet the max.
146K on control.
Pitcop bet the max 250.
Yeah. Bet
I
max
put all
for
I
what?
could.
Just to lose, bro? Listen, I'm a hater.
Do that. All right. Well, I think that's about all I have for you guys out of this interview. So unless you have any final thoughts, congratulations on the win.
Love you, pick up.
Thanks
Thanks
for
for
streaming.
doggo.
Streaming doggo.
As always. For the last
Doggo
time this
is
season.
Yeah,
Squirt
you won't
pissed.
have to interview this team ever again.
All
Murphy
right.
did nothing wrong.
All right. And that's the note we're ending it on. Sick. Well, congrats again.
Yeah, appreciate it, doggo.
I cut him off, and I'm not going back. I cut off Honda. He can come into Twitch chat if he wants to finish his thought. Unlucky. But it has been a long season, but we're left with one winner in each league, as it is the Hanoi Hydras in the Prism League, and it is the Madison Monarchs in the Pixel League. So, another great season down. We'll see where we go from here. Make sure you stay tuned to see any future plans, but that does it for season 4, and that should just about do it for my time as the primary streamer as well. So, thank you to everyone who tuned in this season. And once again, make sure you stay tuned. If you're not already in the Discord, make sure you join up. If anyone in the chat needs it, I can get it quickly, and I'll make sure to put it in the description of this when it's on YouTube. But it's been a great season, and it has finally come to a close. So once again, thank you to everyone who tuned in, and we will see you back in the future, because that does it for season 4. Congratulations one last time to the Madison Monarchs on being Pixel champions.